Well, Nelson Mandela once said, and to quote, "Let there be work, bread, water and salt for all," end quote. But residents of Qunu in the Eastern Cape, which was once the icon's childhood home, have been fed up with the village's poor water supply for months now. The OR Tambo District Municipality reportedly failed for a long time to fix a faulty valve on its water reservoir, leaving taps dry. But the council tells us the problem has since been fixed. Spokesperson Zimkhita Macingwane is live on the line now. Thank you for your time, Zimkhita. What is the actual problem and why did it take so long to fix?
Very good morning to you, Annika, and to ANCA viewers. Since the beginning of March, the issue was in connection with a disconnection of electricity supply by Eskom. Let me just give you a little bit of background into the water issue in Qunu. Upon Tata Mandela returning from Robben Island, he made sure that the people of that area have access to water by developing a borehole that was going to be used by his family and also those who are close to his homestead. And that borehole was using electricity to pump the water to the reservoir. And they have since been paying for the bill to Eskom to ensure that there is water supply to the area. Now, what did not happen between that period and until recently was the handover of the account to OR Tambo District Municipality after we took over as a water services authority and a water services provider. So after the family noticed in March that they were the ones paying for the electrification of the borehole, they then approached Eskom to disconnect the electricity supply. And then now we're doing the administrative process between March and September the 23rd, so that the account can now be administered and paid for by OR Tambo District Municipality. And that is the reason why the community was unable to have water in that specific area where there is a borehole that was developed by the Mandela family. Let me also put it into a context that there are 3 areas within Qunu who are receiving water from other standalone schemes that we are paying for as the district municipality. So it's just a few homesteads that are dependent on this specific borehole that we're not able to receive water between March and September this year. And then once water was reconnected to the area, we then discovered that our scour valve had a leak, and also our flange gate valve was not performing adequately. And then we started the procurement process of ensuring that those 2 important parts of ensuring that there is water in the area are then fixed, and that has been done on the 15th of this month. We are just waiting for the reservoir to be filled up, and we are making sure that by Friday, the community of Qunu will be able to have a potable water supply in that area.
All right, Zimkhita, we'll carry on with this interview, but I just want to remind viewers that you're watching the swearing in of DA's Jordan Hill-Lewis to be mayor at the Cape Town City Council on the screen. So that's happening while we chat to Zimkhita. Zimkhita, have you racked up some unpaid utility bills with Eskom, and have those bills now been paid, and why were they not paid timeously?
The bills were paid, but the issue was that it was the Mandela family that was actually paying for that specific borehole. Now the handover has been done and everything is running smoothly. OR Tambo District Municipality is now taking over all the administrative processes of ensuring that the electrification of the borehole is being paid for by OR Tambo District Municipality. On the 23rd of September this year, the matter was resolved and we are taking over. Now, there is no issue in terms of the account. We are ensuring that we are paying for that particular account.
Zimkhita, this is a tricky one for you, but what do you think Madiba would have said about all of this, considering he worked so hard to ensure that people from his direct community had access to water and other basic services?
Well, Madiba, being a man who grew up in the dusty rural areas of Qunu, understanding the challenges, the developmental challenges, and what apartheid did in terms of the planning against the development of people of this area would really understand the challenges that we are facing as the district municipality. But also Madiba would be working with us if he was still around, giving us advice to ensure that things are running smoothly, and also appreciating the efforts that we are doing as a district municipality to ensure that we eradicate all the water backlogs that we have in the district municipality. For example, Annika, we have the King Sabata Dalindyebo Presidential Intervention Project, which we are implementing as the district municipality, which focuses on ensuring that there is bulk infrastructure in our rural areas, so that we don't depend on boreholes and the protection of streams to provide water to our communities, because these sources are not reliable at all. But because we want to have a short-term and a medium-term intervention to our communities while we wait for the long-term intervention, we are ensuring that we put up boreholes in various areas, and in some areas we are protecting the springs that they are using so that they don't share their water source with livestock.
Well, Zimkhita, we can only hope that you preserve the legacy of the late Tata, and that his people do indeed have access to water as soon as possible. And it would be great to hold you to that on the deadline that you mentioned earlier. Thank you for coming on air. That was OR Tambo District Municipality spokesperson Zimkhita Macingwane. Thank you so much for your time this morning.